shadowed Carpathian mountains, hidden among mist and dense forests, lies a story of fear, survival, and legend. The story of Vlad III, known to history as Vlad the Impaler or Dracula. Far from the vampire myth of novels, the real Dracula was a man forged in violence, shaped by betrayal, and determined to survive in a harsh and unforgiving world. Vlad was born in 1431 in Transylvania, the son of Vlad II Dracula, a member of the Order of the Dragon. From the very beginning, Vlad's life was steeped in danger and political intrigue. As a young boy, he witnessed the deadly rivalry between noble families and was at one point taken hostage by enemies. Locked in foreign lands, he observed the cruelty and cunning required to survive. These experiences left him cautious, calculating and unyielding, a child forced to grow up too fast in a world ruled by fear. Upon the death of his father, Vlad faced the treacherous path to reclaim his rightful throne. He confronted rivals within his family, rebellious boyars, and ambitious local lords, each seeking power. Vlad realized early that fear was the most potent tool for control. His rule was severe, and he made no compromise with those who betrayed him or challenged his authority. Every decision, every punishment was designed to enforce loyalty and maintain stability. Among his most notorious methods was impalement. Victims, enemies, traitors, and even ordinary criminals were pierced on wooden stakes and left to die slowly. While horrifying, these acts were not random. They served as a deterrent, sending a clear message to anyone who might threaten his reign. Villages emptied at the mere rumour of his approach. Armies hesitated to march against him. Stories of his ruthlessness travelled far beyond Transylvania, instilling both fear and respect. Vlad's life was a constant struggle against external threats as well. The Ottoman Empire, a formidable power, regarded him as a dangerous obstacle. His campaigns against them were a mixture of tactical brilliance and psychological terror. He would ambush their troops with deadly precision, destroy supply lines, and use the terrain of forests and mountains to his advantage. The display of impaled enemies at strategic locations unnerved the invading forces, making his name synonymous with dread. Beyond warfare, Vlad's cruelty and discipline shaped the lives of his own people. While harsh, he was not reckless. Justice was swift, loyalty rewarded, and treachery punished without hesitation. Villagers and citizens came to know both fear and respect. Tales spread of his intelligence, his strategic mind, and his ability to survive impossible odds. Over time, the horrors of Vlad the Impaler reached Western Europe. Rumours and stories told by travellers and merchants painted a terrifying picture of a man almost supernatural in his ability to inspire fear. Centuries later, Bram Stoker would take these legends and transform Vlad into the vampire Dracula, a fictional monster with fangs and immortality. Yet behind the myth was a man, flesh and blood, shaped by war, betrayal, and the relentless struggle for survival in medieval Europe. Vlad's later years were marked by continued battles, betrayals, and imprisonment. He was eventually killed in battle, though the exact circumstances remain unclear. His death did not diminish the power of his legend. The forests and mountains of Transylvania still whisper his name, reminding us of a ruler who became more than history, a figure who inspires both fascination and horror to this day. The real Dracula was not a vampire. He was a prince who walked the shadowed forests, who ruled with intelligence and terror, and whose story blurs the line between history and legend. His tale reminds us that fear, power, and survival often create myths that endure through centuries, leaving shadows long after a man has gone. Even today, the air of Transylvania carries whispers of Vlad's reign. The fog-draped valleys, the cold winds that sweep across jagged peaks, and the ruins of old castles all tell of a time when a prince known as the Impaler ruled with both wisdom and cruelty. His legacy is a dark echo of the medieval world, a reminder that truth can sometimes be far stranger and far more terrifying